Frenkie de Jong done and sealed as Dorian Timber and Darwin Nunez finalized moves to Manchester United. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching United Diehards, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Manchester United has to bring to you. And right about now, you know very well that this is a very crucial season, a very important season, and things are going on quite well for different clubs, and not leaving alone our very own. And right about now is the shopping list month. The shopping list month is on, and shopping list season. We can confidently say that Manchester United under Erik ten Hag is eyeing a few of these defenders, midfielders, and also strikers, so that they can come to Manchester, because definitely Manchester United is looking forward to make a reinforcement after very many strikers who have left, very many football players who have left. Manchester United is definitely looking forward to getting much and even better players. And right about now, what I can tell you is that things are going on quite well for Manchester United. As you already know, that Darwin Nunez and also Jurrien Timber, who was recently out of sight, and because there were a few things that we'll talk about that had hindered the transfer of Darwin Timber, but he's back in line. And then Frenkie de Jong, it's a done deal, and we will be digesting all this right here at United Diehards, where we are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest information, latest data, latest content about these players that you definitely like very much. Which parts of the country, which parts of the world are you watching from? Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell, as you already know that we are in the transfer season, with Erik ten Hag doing as much as he can to make sure that the midfield is better than it already was. Erik ten Hag has also come out and said that at least the least number of players he wants to buy, he has put it across that the least number of players that he wants to buy is 6 in this season. And I totally remember that a few of the players have gone, and right about now Manchester United is focusing on buying a few players, and he's trying, the manager Erik ten Hag is trying his level best to make a reinforcement to make sure the club is not lagging out, and the club is properly balanced. So we will be seeing very many football players being bought to Manchester United. Manchester United is trying as much as it can to buy as many players as it can. Recently, the Glazers had a lot of money put on, and the Glazers offered £200 million for Erik ten Hag to come and also splash this money, buy a few players here and there. But again, Erik ten Hag has recently got back to the Glazers through the technical director and also the sporting director Mataf and Darren Fletcher, and they have gone to the Glazers and explained to them that, look, this money is not enough. We are already short by 6 players of which most of these players have left on free transfer, but we have already lost out on these big players, so a lot of money needs to be injected. And already that amount of money they're talking about, the £200 million, is definitely not enough. So what happened is that when the £200 million was offered, well, Erik ten Hag said he will use that money, but still that money is definitely not enough absolutely that money is little, because when you consider when that means he will be buying mediocre players because he'll trying to squeeze and get a good talent, but at a very low budget, which is complicated because also experienced players are also needed, good talent is needed, and the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo is there, he also needs better players like him, reinforcement, as you already know that right about now it's very, very, very competitive, and things are definitely going on quite well for other clubs. Other clubs have already started trying to get a few players in, and definitely United has to compete. Manchester United has to compete. Because if Manchester United doesn't buy these players, that means next time United could still again miss out on football, on Champions League football, which we definitely do not want to happen, because this time round United through the predecessor, the Erik ten Hag's predecessor Ralf Rangnick, failed to take Manchester United to Champions League football, and that's the main aim of Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag says what he understands is winning, and also that's what our very own Portuguese Magnifico Cristiano Ronaldo also said. But United is full of a lot of talent, you already know, but as you already know that we are in the transfer season, and we definitely are dedicated to bringing to you the latest information, the latest transfer news, who is going where and who is not going where, who's left. And as I already told you that a lot of players have gone, and this leaves Manchester United in a very complicated situation, and that's why the 200 million pound that was offered to Erik ten Hag has been considered very, very little money, because when we look at the players that have officially left, that are no longer players of Manchester United, these players include Jess Lingard, and also apart from Jess Lingard, Paul Pogba has also left, Juan Mata has also left, Eric Bailey has also left. Very many players have left. Almost the entire midfield is down with no player, and also it will still be remembered that Erik ten Hag has said that even the players that are currently at Manchester United, many of the players, he does not trust many of the players like Harry Maguire. He is not sure about players like Wan-Bissaka. There is a mode of play that he wants his players to play, so that definitely stops him from playing the way he wants. Right about now, we are going to be digging much deeper into these three main players that Manchester United is definitely focusing on, and what I can see right about now, and I'll also give you my honest opinion about these players, whether I think that Manchester United should or whether should not have them. But a lot is in the pipeline. If you go away, I can tell you you will be missing. A lot is in the pipeline. Many signings is going to be a very wondrous, a very marvelous and wonderful season for Manchester United, as Manchester United is definitely dedicated to buying very many players, because many players have already left at free transfers, and that does not give Manchester United any money to buy. I don't know whether Manchester United anticipated that a lot of players will go on free transfer, because little money is going to be made, or has little money or no money has been made by these transfers, because most of them have gone on free transfer, and that leaves Manchester United with little money. But the Glazers, I do remember that there was an anti-Glazer walk in Manchester, which I was part of. The anti-Glazer walk in Manchester, that was because the Glazers have been in charge of Manchester United for 17 years. There were protests for 17 minutes before and after every game. Before every game starts, some of the players were not entering the ground, saying that the Glazers are taking out a lot of money and they are not injecting in enough money, and that's why the Glazers have also come out and said, we've had your cry, and please, we do not want this to happen again, so we're injecting in a lot of money. If the 200 million we've offered to Erik ten Hag to shop is not enough, we will be injecting in a little bit more money. So that leaves Manchester United at a better position if they are willing and they are able to inject in a little bit more players. And right about now, it will be remember that Erik ten Hag is mainly focused on players that he already knows and understands. And when you look at these players, most of the players that are being talked about, most of the players that are linked to Manchester United right about now are the football players that have played for Erik ten Hag or have close links with Erik ten Hag. And Erik ten Hag has decided and also said that he is very happy to deal with the people he already knows, who understand his mode of play, and it will be very easy for Manchester United to come at proper terms with this gentleman and also with the players, because at the end of the day, what Manchester United needs is winners. At the end of the day, what Manchester United needs is goals being scored, and goals are not going to be scored by the players that are there. Players that are there have already failed, and that's why most of the players have gone. The players that are at Manchester United have not shown enough. That's why this gentleman Erik ten Hag came out and said there is no way he's going to say developing the squad that has failed over 4 managers, and the same squad they are giving him, the same squad to start from. He said, no way, I want my own football players. Because when you see Manchester United squad includes players that Sir Alex Ferguson left, and we respect him quite a lot, and he won the trophy with some of the players, that are still at Manchester United. And then still Manchester United composes of players that David Moyes had. Manchester United had still, right, the Manchester United squad right about now still has players that Van Gaal had, and Manchester United still has players that this gentleman what's his name Jose Mourinho had. So that puts Manchester United in a little bit of a fix, because all these players, and also the predecessor of Erik ten Hag, Ralf Rangnick also. So definitely something has to be done. Something definitely has to be done so that the club can move forward. So let's start with the big man. We need to start with the big man, and that is none other than Frenkie de Jong. We need to start with Frenkie de Jong and see, because his deal is, we can consider it a done and sealed deal, because Frenkie de Jong and Erik ten Hag are the best of friends. Frenkie de Jong is definitely what he is because of Erik ten Hag. They played a lot of football when he was at Ajax Amsterdam, and things were going on quite well at Ajax Amsterdam with him before he moved to Barcelona, where he played under coach Xavi, but things didn't go on quite well, and he's been looking forward to going to Ajax again. But the Ajax he wanted to go to, his friend or mentor was not there. His friend or mentor had moved to Manchester United, and he said, I will be moving to Manchester United with Erik ten Hag. So the talks have been on between the agent of this gentleman and the United management and Erik ten Hag, and things, I can definitely tell that things are going on quite positively, and expect a lot of good things, expect a lot of results, because Erik ten Hag, it will be remembered that Erik ten Hag and Frenkie de Jong is not the first time working together. The couple is brilliant. They do quite a lot, and when they join forces one more time, it will be spectacular, and it will be brilliant for both parties. So Frankie de Jong, Barcelona has also come out and said a few things about Frankie de Jong and his move to Manchester United, and a few other people still, and a few players also have welcomed this gentleman. A few players and the squad, or the entire squad, have also talked about what they think about Frankie de Jong. And you can also share your opinion. You can also share opinion. You can also share your opinion about Frankie de Jong and what you think is going to happen with Frankie de Jong. So Frankie de Jong, we're still talking about Frankie de Jong and the possibility and the reality possibility of Frankie de Jong. And when you look at the right about now, when you look at the midfield section and the perfect replacement of Paul Pogba, who has totally moved out of the line, and some of the reasons as to why Paul Pogba left, is because he was no longer still having the form. And Erik ten Hag also said he's not willing, not in a bad way. I respect Erik ten Hag, and for some reason he said, not in a bad way, he did not, it's not that he disrespected Paul Pogba, but he is not willing to play Paul Pogba because Paul Pogba is not willing to play for Manchester United. And if he stays, he will be a liability, more of a liability than an asset. He's been on the bench. A very good football player like him is put on the bench because of silly mistakes, not even silly mistakes, but because of not wanting to play. He plays not quite well. He does not give the club his level best, and he was always complaining about managers and things like that. And when Juventus came out and said they want Paul Pogba, Erik ten Hag said there is no problem. They can have him and he can play his football over there and not at Manchester United. So because right there, that's when midfield reinforcement was definitely something that Manchester United was looking forward to do, to get involved in. So the midfield at Manchester United right about now is quite empty. It's quite empty, the midfield at Manchester United. That's why midfielders are needed at Manchester United, so that the gap that is in there at Manchester United with midfielders should be filled. So it will be remembered that Frankie de Jong is one of the perfect midfielders that will replace Paul Pogba, because really Paul Pogba, I felt so bad Paul Pogba going personally, but I will be honest with you, I did not feel I feel disappointed in Paul Pogba, because Paul Pogba is a very, very good talent, but as Erik ten Hag was saying, Paul Pogba was not giving 100% for the game. Paul Pogba was not giving 100% for the club. By the time he left, there is and now when he goes to another club, there is possibilities, and he will shine. I will shine. Maybe we can say there were misunderstandings between Paul Pogba and the club, and also the fans, because sometimes at one point in time the fans were very harsh with him, because he definitely was not giving his best to the club. And a few things still were being talked about between about the club and Erik ten Hag, talking about some of the players who like the club but are not very good football players, but they like the club. Players like Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire likes the club. There is a very big difference between Harry Maguire and Paul Pogba. Harry Maguire likes the club, but his form is definitely down. Makes a lot of silly mistakes, Harry Maguire, but he likes the club, and he always tries to give 100% when he's playing, but it definitely doesn't, most of the time it doesn't come as expected, and he always makes mistakes. It costs the club quite a lot, with a lot of points down. But that was not the main reason we're here. The main reason we're here is Frenkie de Jong, Darwin Nunez, and also Eriksen, who has come back in the line, and a lot is being said about Jurrien Timber and Darwin Nunez moves to Manchester United, with Frenkie de Jong done and dusted. And it will be remembered that Frenkie de Jong's agent was spotted in London trying to not in London, in Manchester, in a place called Dainton, where he came and he was talking to a few people. He was trying to talk to a few people in the big club, and a few things, trying to sort out a few things, finalizing the bits of everything. And when they talked and they came to a conclusion that Frenkie de Jong must be at Manchester United, and anything that should be more than that should be only paperwork. And when the paperwork is done, Frenkie de Jong should comfortably walk to Old Trafford, and it will be very great for the great club Manchester United to have this gentleman, because he's a top talent. He's one of the best midfielders. He's proven that when he was at Ajax Amsterdam under the management of Erik ten Hag. He's proven that when he has been at Barcelona under the management of Coach Xavi, and right about now, still one more time, that he needs to prove that he's one of the best midfielders at Manchester United. So if you've not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Manchester United has to bring to you. So we are going to switch yet to another brilliant player, leaving Frenkie de Jong alone. Possibly, if we still got to have a little bit of time, we will come still back to Frenkie de Jong. So, please, for God's sake, we do not need Maguire at Manchester United. He should be sold out. That's Friday John. Thank you. That's where I'm heading to. Let's talk about Harry Maguire and why Jurrien Timber is the perfect replacement for Harry Maguire. Let's talk about Jurrien Timber. So Jurrien Timber has been making a lot of news of recent, as quite a lot has been talked about Jurrien Timber and him joining Manchester United. And of recent there was quite a lot that was being said that Jurrien Timber is not coming to Manchester United because of a few reasons. And when we tried to research about this and contacting some few people at Ajax Amsterdam, and also contacting the current manager Erik ten Hag, things definitely were not as they were. How the speculations were, there were a lot of speculations that Jurrien Timber is no longer a Manchester United target, but that's not true. That is definitely not true. And the truth is that Jurrien Timber is still in the pipeline. Jurrien Timber is seen as the perfect replacement of Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is a very brilliant defender. England international, is a very brilliant defender, very good defender. But to be realistic, he's cost Manchester United quite a lot. I'm not trying to be mean to him. I'm trying to be realistic. On a realistic point of view, Harry Maguire doesn't need to be at Manchester United. No way Harry Maguire should be at Manchester United. When you see the magnitude of problems that he causes, no way he should be at Manchester United. But still, I can confirm to you that there is something in Harry Maguire's contract that leaves him at Manchester United. But he could see the entire season. I'm honestly telling you that if this gentleman is put in line, if Jurrien Timber is put in line, if Jurrien Timber comes to Manchester United, that definitely means that Harry Maguire has no football to play whatsoever. There is no football that is going to be played by Harry Maguire. He's going to sit down and relax. And Jurrien Timber has proven himself and gained international recognition while he's been playing for Ajax. and he contributed a very big portion winning the Eredivisie. When Ajax Amsterdam won the Eredivisie, some of the biggest contributions, some of the contributions were due to this gentleman being in the defense and stopping as many goals as he could, because he is one of the best defenders any club can ever have. And if you have Jurrien Timber, I'm telling you, there is nothing more that you need. Jurrien Timber, when you have Jurrien Timber, there is nothing more that you definitely need. Jurrien Timber is a very, very, very good football defender, one of the best. The Dutchman is perfect. Jurrien Timber, I like this gentleman, and we need to see why he is better than Harry Maguire, and why this gentleman is 100 times better than Harry Maguire. So Jurrien Timber, we need to look at his strengths and basically why he's being chosen by this gentleman Erik ten Hag as the perfect replacement for Harry Maguire, because he does not see Harry Maguire playing football. Erik ten Hag does not see Harry Maguire playing football for him in the next season. He could be put on sale. There are chances, because Harry Maguire, despite his low ability and low form, there are very many clubs that are interested in Harry Maguire, including Barcelona. I don't know. Sometimes football is funny. And football might fail you in some club, might fail a player in a club, and they go to another club and they play quite well. Just like Romelu Lukaku, when he left Manchester United, was a total flop. When he went to Inter Milan, he played very good football there, and when he moved to Chelsea, things definitely didn't go on well for him. And right about now, he's going to Inter Milan, and things could be better for him. But leaving that alone, Jurrien Timber is yet another class, and some of the reasons that he's a better player, and Manchester United is definitely interested in this gentleman. The reasons are very evident. So first of all, he's a very young player. Let's see why he is one of the brilliant players. Jurrien Timber's age, who was born on the 17th June of 2001. That makes him a very young player, 20 years. That means he has a big future ahead of him at Manchester United. And definitely all know that he's one of the best defenders in the sport of association football. He's one of the best defenders, and he outfields players whose his primary role is to stop attacks during the game, and he does that, stops attacks during the game. Whatever type of footballer he encounters, whatever type of striker he encounters, he's stopped Messi before, stopped Suarez before, he's stopped Neymar before, he's stopped almost everybody that has come close to him, and prevents opposing teams from scoring goals. And that is it. And he is a center back, and usually pairs in with the full backs, and very much needed at Manchester United. So, and the other thing that makes him one of the best, it does not just play one position, plays the entire back. Can be a center back, can be a left back, right back. As long as it is in the defense, he is very comfortable. But he is the perfect replacement of this gentleman called Harry Maguire, whom a lot of football players have been. A lot of players at Manchester United have been saying he is not fit to be at this great club, because Jurrien Timber is, if he comes in, that definitely will be some of if Jurrien Timber comes in, Harry Maguire is definitely out. He will definitely be out. A new kid of a defender, he will be out. I'm telling you, he will have no chance whatsoever, and he's proved out to the players and to the world and the international world at large that he is one of the best. So it will be remembered that Jurrien Timber's agent also has been in Manchester. He's been in Manchester, and his agent is he's under a sports group. It's called Forza Sports Agency, and Forza Sports Agency has been negotiating with Manchester United about this gentleman's move, and it's in its final stages. So Jurrien Timber, the Netherlands international, has been trying his level best to be at Manchester United also, but he's one of the players who are focused on where he is, and right about now he's trying his level best to make sure that he plays football at yet another good club, better club, because the Eredivisie is not a bad place to be. It's not bad to win the Eredivisie, but look, winning the English Premier League is much better than winning the Eredivisie. And the person who has also who is very interested in bringing this gentleman is the manager who has coached him and made him what he is, and that is none other than Erik ten Hag, Erik ten Hag, for some reason I like him. He's very interested in these young talents, and he's someone who he's always focused at improving talent, and when it comes to this young talent, he's helped quite a lot of young talent to develop, and things have definitely been moving on quite well. And some people were still asking me about Christian Eriksen joining Manchester United. I'll speak about that before we get to Darwin Nunez, and Darwin Nunez will be the last man on the topic. But right about now, let me speak a little bit about Eriksen. Christian Eriksen's move to Manchester United, I can say it is in the pipeline, and he will be a very good one. With the fact that Edinson Cavani is out of Manchester United, also that needs a little bit of replacement. So Christian Eriksen is a very good player. He's at Brentford. It should be remembered that he was at Inter Milan, and the two parties had to separate, and they agreed that Christian Eriksen needs to leave Inter Milan. It was a mutual agreement between Christian Eriksen's agent and also Inter Milan, so his contract was definitely terminated. It was terminated, and things didn't go on quite well with him, and he had to go to Brentford. And when he went to Brentford, things were not quite good, but he managed to even play quite well, and he was recognized again. And when Brentford came to English Premier League, that's where Christian Eriksen became a very wondrous player, very good player. And when Eriksen was spotted by Erik ten Hag, it was some time ago, and they were still at Ajax Amsterdam. So for some reason, the two are friends. Erik ten Hag and Christian Eriksen are friends, and when his career was down, Erik ten Hag is such a person who believes in talent, develops talent, and unless you're too old, he always thinks that he can put a stone to your career, he can put a brick to your career. And there was a phone call between Christian Eriksen and Erik ten Hag before he even came to Manchester United, discussing the future of Eriksen. And it came out that the pair discussed quite a lot, and things went on quite well for this gentleman. He came in trust, and he came to Ajax. He came to Ajax Amsterdam, trained with the boys at Ajax Amsterdam, and Erik ten Hag trained him also. He helped him regain his beautiful career, where he went to Brentford and scored as many goals as he could, and came back to the English Premier League much better, and he's been spotted by very many clubs. And clubs have been clubs including Everton, clubs including Arsenal, Barcelona, Tottenham Hotspurs have been interested in Christian Eriksen, but he has come out and also said he's not interested in those clubs, and he's wanting to try a move with Manchester United because he thinks that his career will be at the top when he will be playing for Manchester United and the management of Erik ten Hag. So sorry. So that will see Manchester United signing yet another beautiful football player. And if all goes well, still in the pipeline, and this came in yesterday. It came in yesterday. Christian Eriksen's decision to come to Manchester United came in yesterday, but it is still in pipeline. I can confirm to you that it's not a done deal, but there are very many and very big chances for Manchester United signing this gentleman. And it will be a very great opportunity for both parties. It will be a good opportunity for him to show the world, to showcase his talent at the biggest club in the world. And it will be an opportunity for Manchester United to have a great talent and also offer an opportunity to a player who was once great and moved down, and also a player who wants to show that he's one of the best. And again, people were asking me before we go to Darwin Nunez. Before we go to Darwin Nunez, people have been asking me about Cristiano Ronaldo's future. So Cristiano Ronaldo defeats me personally. I don't know what you think about Cristiano Ronaldo. You can let me know in the comment section. But I personally am defeated by Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, when Erik ten Hag was asked about the future of Cristiano Ronaldo, he said Cristiano Ronaldo is definitely going nowhere. He is part of Manchester United. He's one of the best Manchester United players. But I personally I will say Cristiano Ronaldo defeats my understanding, and I always quite know, and I am very well sure that as a football player goes old, football is always okay, the form goes down, but it is not the case with Cristiano Ronaldo. That's not the case with Cristiano Ronaldo. He just ages like fine wine. The older he gets, the better he becomes. Just look, he's won the player of the season, won the goal of the season, and also just yesterday, what he did against Switzerland was definitely marvelous, and I can confirm to you that what he did to Switzerland, what he did to Switzerland was definitely he proved to the world that he's one of the best. Not even one of the best, he's the best in the world. He proved that he's the best in the world because scoring twice. And the club, the team, Switzerland has very good players, very nice players, but they could not stop this gentleman. Switzerland lost to Portugal, and it was a win for Portugal 4-0, but two of these goals were scored by Cristiano Ronaldo, and even in the two other goals, Cristiano Ronaldo had a hand in them, and of which one of them, it was a free kick that the goalkeeper could not harden Cristiano Ronaldo. It was very terrific, very, very strong free kick, and the goalkeeper had to try his level best, held the ball, but he could not hold it very well, and it was later pinned and scored by yet another player, but it was one of Cristiano Ronaldo's. It should have been African. Well, if you watched the game yesterday, if you watched the game between between Portugal and Switzerland, you can clearly understand that Cristiano Ronaldo is another class, and by the way, he could have even scored maybe 5 goals or even more than 5 goals, because when you see how he played, the keeper was always at all times. The keeper was always saving, and he gave the goalkeeper a very big headache. The 37-year-old is incredible. 37 at 37, he still does. He still has it. He doesn't know Messi. He doesn't know Suarez. He doesn't know Mbappe. He doesn't know any player that you can think about. He is one of the best. He's not one of the best. Calling Cristiano one of the best players is underrating him. Actually, Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player in the world. I can categorically state it that Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player in the world. And when you see how he's been playing, my friend, when you see how he's been playing, Cristiano Ronaldo, I like this gentleman. He plays brilliantly and professionally. And that's why even Eriksen have decided that Harry Maguire shouldn't be the captain of Manchester United. The captain of Manchester United should not be Harry Maguire, and it should be none other than Cristiano Ronaldo. But again, it will be remembered that as still we were still talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, somebody else also came in, and that was the goalkeeper of Manchester United. Goalkeeper of Manchester United also came in, and definitely he was also being considered to be one of the captains at Manchester United, or to be the captain of Manchester United, and this leaves a little bit of gap between the two. So let's see. It should be remembered. David De Gea. I don't think David De Gea is a bad player. He's okay. He's good. Very good goalkeeper. He commands where necessary. Most of the time, he's a very big commanding force, and he definitely likes whatever he's doing, commands the players and makes the players go in line, and where it's not going on well, instructs the players on what to do, and also it is definitely, it can be, if you want to understand much more about David De Gea, I'll be bringing in letting you know about things about David De Gea, so that things can definitely be better for you. But some people were asking me about David De Gea and his contract. David De Gea is going nowhere. His future could be decided in 2023 and not right about now. So again, let's dig deeper. We leaving that aside, we were talking about Jurrien Timber, the biggest defender, the nice defender, who is currently at Ajax Amsterdam, and things are definitely going on well for Manchester United with this gentleman's agents coming and contacting Manchester United, and the pair are having to sort out a few things before this gentleman jets in Manchester United. Erik ten Hag being the man that is behind all this, and Erik ten Hag has come out and also classified that United's defense is rubbish, and definitely something needs to be done. It will be remembered, was it BBC that said Manchester United is rubbish? I remember there was something at BBC where, was it BBC or it was Sky Sports, saying Manchester United is rubbish. For some reason, I said that was wrong, but again, I couldn't say it was absolutely not right. There is Manchester United. Sometimes when you see how these players play and the results we get, we're rubbish. I must say, we're rubbish, and definitely something has to be done, and that's why Manchester United needs a lot of players and a lot of reinforcement. So, for Jurrien Timber, I already told you that if Jurrien Timber's deal comes in as expected, or comes in as we think that it will be, that will give a lot of headache to the current defender, the current central defender, Harry Maguire, because he won't have playtime at Manchester United. No chance whatsoever. There will not be any chance for Harry Maguire to play when this gentleman is at Manchester United, because he's a big talent. He's a very good talent, and when you see his skill, stops the ball, controls the ball, and his tackles are perfect. His pass accuracy is perfect, tackling accuracy is perfect, and at a very high percentage, and when you compare it to the current one, that is definitely absolutely high. So which parts of the world are you watching from? Which parts of the country are you watching from? Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you definitely do not miss out on anything Manchester United has to bring to you. It's right here at United Diehards, where we are dedicated to bringing to you everything sporting, as long as it is Manchester United. As we have been talking about Frenkie de Jong, and we've also been talking about Jurrien Timber and Frenkie de Jong. We have already told you that Frenkie de Jong's case is a done deal, done, sealed, done, dusted and sealed, because Frenkie de Jong has already accepted the move to Manchester United. A fee has already been agreed, and what's remaining is this gentleman to put pen to paper, and he comes to Manchester United. So the combination of Eriksen, who already knows this gentleman, and also Eriksen, Frenkie de Jong, plus this gentleman called Jurrien Timber will be the best. Jurrien Timber, it will be the best. And now we need to cross and also talk about one of the best and a very, very interesting football player who is believed to be the future of Manchester United. I'm telling you, and that is none other than, guess who that is? None other than Darwin Nunez. Darwin Nunez, very brilliant football player. What are the possibilities of Manchester United having this gentleman Darwin Nunez? And so the Uruguayan football player, we need to understand why and what Manchester United expects from this gentleman, and what his agent and also what John Mataf has said, the current technical director, and also the sporting director, Mr. Darren Fletcher. Darren Fletcher's opinion also matters when it comes to transfers. It matters a lot. So Darwin Nunez is I've been playing for Benfica, and Benfica has now come to terms with Manchester United so that this gentleman can come to Manchester United. So Darwin Nunez has broke up with his former agent, and that was Edgardo La Silva. That was his agent, but right about now his agent, he has signed for super agent Jorge Mendes, who is he's known with a few, and the man who represents the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Joao Felix, because this gentleman has worked with Manchester United, and he knows what Manchester United can offer to a young player like Darwin Nunez, because Jorge Mendes is the agent for Cristiano Ronaldo. That also gives Manchester United a very big advantage, because the agent, that is a big bonus, very big bonus. Jorge Mendes is a very good one, very brilliant, very good one. He knows how to play his cards. When you remember if you can remember when Cristiano Ronaldo was coming to Manchester United, and Manchester City needed this gentleman, and there was a lot of cards that were played in there, and Cristiano Ronaldo found himself again to Manchester United. So the clubs that need this gentleman could be sitting down, because I could say Jorge Mendes is one of Manchester United's, and he has done for Manchester United very many things, and definitely I think it will be quite good for this gentleman to come to Manchester United. So Jorge Mendes recently was also spotted in Manchester at a place called Whitfield, and when he was talking to a few Manchester United scouts, and also a few people at Manchester United, some of the directors, about the future of Darwin Nunez, and what could make him move from Benfica. So the 22-year-old who was born on the 24th of June in 1999 is also set to move to Manchester United and is definitely one of the best that Manchester United can have, and he's looking forward to coming to Manchester United, as Benfica striker Darwin Nunez has always wanted to come to Manchester United to play alongside Cristiano Ronaldo. And you know how Cristiano Ronaldo pulls, because when he was asked what is the reason as to why you're very interested in going to Manchester United during a press conference, he said there is no player in the world who would not like to play with Manchester United. There's no player in the world who would not like to play alongside Cristiano Ronaldo. As if that was a joke, but definitely Cristiano Ronaldo is a big talent, and such young players he always gives motivation to these young players, and they like this gentleman. So it will be a soft point for Manchester United to secure a move for Darwin Nunez to Manchester United, because already Jorge Mendes has been talking to United to make sure that United can offer a good deal to this gentleman called Darwin Nunez. So Darwin Nunez will be coming to Manchester United, and it's in the final stages, still in the pipeline, but in the final stages, and we definitely think that things are definitely going to be very good for Manchester United to have a very young and promising football player, because this is when you critically analyze what is going on, this gentleman will be at Manchester United because Eriksen likes such young talent. Eriksen likes such young talent because he likes grooming the talent, likes young talent, because they are always not giving him a lot of headache. They always listen and give best. They always give everything they have. They want to show the world that they are the best of players. Then I can read a little bit in the comment section, and also before we move on, and if you have a few questions, you can still ask, and I'll be able to answer your questions before we move on. And I will still see what people are saying. Let me see. A lot is in the let me see, is the transfer all done? Well, let me see. We must sign Darwin Nunez for Manchester United. That is definitely very true. Manchester United, that definitely very true. So if Darwin Nunez comes to Manchester United, why is Manchester United very interested in signing Darwin Nunez? Why is Manchester United very, very interested? So when you see there is a midfielder, not even a midfielder, there is a forward scarcity, because at Manchester United, there is Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo needs some other player also, a very good player to be in there, so that a very good forward. And sometimes when Cristiano Ronaldo is not quite well, this player can play for Manchester United quite well, as Cristiano Ronaldo always does. And the person that is in the picture is none other than this gentleman, Darwin Nunez, who is a very brilliant forward, and it will be remembered that he has scored quite plenty of goals, and his discipline is also epic. He's very disciplined, a very disciplined football player, and United definitely needs football players like this gentleman. Okay, I will remember. It will still be remembered that the going of this gentleman, the forward that has just left Manchester United, and that is Edinson Cavani. They need somebody to replace Edinson Cavani. Manchester United cannot just remain there waiting for maybe saying there's somebody who will fill his gap, and nobody's filling his gap. But if Darwin Nunez is signed, that means that gap will be filled, because Edinson Cavani was a very brilliant player, but for some reason Edinson Cavani is old, is aging, and a younger player is needed. Edinson Cavani is not like Cristiano Ronaldo, that Cristiano Ronaldo is 37 years and still scoring, but Edinson Cavani is a bit old, but his performance is not the best. At least a younger player is needed to come to Manchester United, and United is therefore giving an opportunity to a young player. And also it will be remembered that today Erik ten Hag has also come out and hinted about some players that will be that will play first team football. In some of the players that are some of the players that are playing in the lower Manchester United league. This gentleman Ralph Rangnick gave a bit of a chance to some of the players who are down there to come and play, and they were noticed by Erik ten Hag, and Erik ten Hag has also seen that there is a lot of talent in these young players, and that's where the likes of Anthony Elanga came from. And right about now, there are few young players down there that are definitely going to come and make the Rashfords of the next era, make the Lingards of the next era, make the Cristiano Ronaldos of yet the next era. And some of the few players who have been then played quite well have showed the world that they can do what they can do. The under 23, mainly Manchester United under 23s, have played quite a lot and quite very well, and they've been noticed by the big man. So players like Zidane, who is a midfielder, then there is Hannibal, Majabri also has come out and played quite well, and Erik ten Hag has promised him a good football that is going to play enough football next season, because Hannibal Majabri, who is a midfielder, he could be filling some of the gap that is in there, and he's going to be given chance to play this time around. And if still much better, a lot of players who have come out and played. There is Charlie Savage also. Let me see, a few players have been trying to impress. There is also m.e.n, who is a very brilliant player. Personally watched him and I thought this boy is a very big problem. Anthony Elanga still already on there, and Anthony Elanga has made it. And there is also Hadley also has been promised to play fast football. And also there's still good players down there, good players down there, and things are going on quite well. And let's see if you've not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell, as we have been talking about mainly three football players that are set to come to Manchester United, with one of them being none other than Frenkie de Jong, who is dedicated and very happy to be at Manchester United. And it will be remember that Barcelona is ready and has said Manchester United can have him, and still looking at why he will be here. He has played before with the current manager Erik ten Hag, and he understands that Erik ten Hag will put him yet to another level, put him to winning ways. And then also we've talked about this young defender that he's set to replace Harry Maguire, who is played not quite well in the last season. And right about now, Jurrien Timber is set to replace this gentleman, and is still in the pipeline that he is coming, and I've confirmed to everybody that Jurrien Timber's signing is still in the line, not as before where there was a lot of rumor that Jurrien Timber was out of the line. He's set to replace Harry Maguire, and if he replaces Harry Maguire, that will definitely be very good for Manchester United, because some of the losses Manchester United have have been because Harry Maguire has had a very silly defending, not a very good defending in there. But if someone stable is in there, that means, because also Eric Bailly is leaving. Actually, almost the whole defense at Manchester United is not doing quite well, according to Eric Ten Hag, because he says he doesn't understand how this gentleman Aaron Wan-Bissaka plays. He said the model of play of Aaron Wan-Bissaka differs from what he wants, his ideal vision of a defender, and that's why Eric Ten Hag is eyeing a few players to come and play for Manchester United, so that he can officially say goodbye to some of the players at Manchester United, and he can bring in his football players that will take Manchester United yet to another level. And then the last person on the list that we talked about was none other than Darwin Nunez, who is set to join Manchester United from Benfica. The Uruguayan 22-year-old, one of the best forwards at the moment, a hot cake, and very many clubs interested in him, but he is not interested in the clubs. He's very much interested in joining Manchester United, and Manchester United is also trying its level best to make sure that this gentleman is signed, because his agent is called Jorge Mendes, and Jorge Mendes helped Manchester United secure this gentleman Cristiano Ronaldo, because he is his agent. So we are also expecting that he will help Manchester United one more time to secure this deal from Darwin Nunez. So if he comes and if he helps Manchester United secure Darwin Nunez, that will definitely be very brilliant. Everyone, thank you for watching United Diehards, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out anything Manchester United has to bring to you. We are always on and bringing to you the latest about Manchester United, your home team, your team that you support, your team that you like, the team that you love. And we'll be bringing a few people on the show, people from America, people from the United Kingdom, and people from Africa. We are very happy to be part of United Diehards. We are very happy that you are also part of United Diehards, and we'll be bringing you here at the show so that you can give out your opinions, and we are always live at the same time. Tomorrow, make sure you turn in, same time, same place. Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you definitely do not miss out on anything United Diehards has to bring to you. Thank you and goodbye for now.